In situations where one spouse has left the residence, separated if you will, there comes with it a complication at times when that spouse seeks to return to the residence. This is an issue that's governed by case law in New Jersey, and something that you might be a little surprised about, actually. If a spouse leaves and says he or she is separating, and let's say the spouse is out of the house 4, 5, 6 weeks and decides, you know what, I'm coming back. There really isn't much you can do about it. That spouse is going to be able to come back to their home, your home, and live there again. If that spouse is causing disruption, harassing you, creating domestic violence issues, you have other options such as going to court for a restraining order to have that spouse removed. But if there's no domestic violence issues and that spouse just left and separated for whatever reason, was unhappy with you, didn't want to stay in the house anymore, and then decided to come back, you cannot stop it after 5 or 6 weeks. The case on point is DeGeneres. And in that case, it talks about after 17 months, a person was out of the house, tried to come back, and the judge said, no, too long. And the reason the judge said too long is that the parties that remained in the house have created a new status quo. They have this peaceful environment. They've created a different environment with you not there because you chose to leave, voluntarily left. And the judge felt that 17 months away was too long. You cannot now come back and upset the peace and quiet that we've established here. Now, while the case stands for 17 months, I don't believe that it's a bright line number. I honestly believe that if you've been out of the house over a year, and that's not been tested by me, but if I'm your attorney and you're asking me my advice and my position would be that once a spouse is out of the house for 12 months or more, it's going to be a long shot to get that spouse back in the house.